Hello, fellow souls. You have now reached the channel of peace and gratitude. I am Anna Soul, and this is Living with Soul, where we discuss all things transformation from victim to victor, one thought at a time. 3 things that have deepened my meditation practice. I heard about meditation years ago, and yet for so long, it took me so long to actually start practicing it. I knew all of the benefits. I knew how it would support me, how it would support my mental health, how it would support my need for stillness of the mind. And yet I could never get myself to really consistently practice. And when I would try and practice, it wouldn't be satisfying. I'd leave each session feeling like I didn't meditate correctly or it didn't work. There'd be random occasions where I'd be like, wow, that was a great meditation. But then it wouldn't be, a consistent thing that would happen. So I took this course on Raja Yoga, and it taught me a whole lot that changed my entire perspective, my entire view of how meditation truly works and why it's so beneficial to me. That changed the way that I even thought about it, so that my internal motivation completely shifted. The first thing that has deepened my connection or my practice of meditation is my remembrance of God. So at one point in the course, we did a meditation, and essentially the way that the practice works is you close your eyes, or actually your eyes are open, and you envision a point of light. This point of light is in your third eye. You envision a point of light, and you slowly remember that you are this point of light, that this is your soul, the soul within a temporary body. And you relax into that thought. You relax into allowing your mind to slow down. You relax into detaching from the body, from the senses, and you come into your inner peace. You come into your inner stillness. And in doing so, you continue to focus on this point of light, and slowly we recognize the supreme light, the light of God. And we envisioned ourselves sitting in front of that light and hearing God's words to us. It was magical. It was beautiful. This was not the God that so many have religious trauma with. This is the God that often brings tears to people's eyes. You know when that happens? Like, I feel like our generation has much less experience with that reverence. I'm not going to say it's not justifiable with the state of religions, but, coming into the truth, moving away from what's been told to you, coming into your truth. Anyways, we had that experience, and I was filled with light. I was filled with love. And I have never forgotten that experience since. And it's something that I hold dear. And it's something that I know that I can come back to in any and every meditation. And that's what keeps me tapped in. That's what keeps me wanting to continue my practice. Because in that light, in that love, I remembered my true unconditional worth. I experienced true unconditional love. And that is what we refer to as living in remembrance of God. So that when you do meet a negative situation, when you do meet the projections of another soul, because you're living in remembrance of God, it's much easier to let it go. When you're in the company of God, it's much easier to remain in that peace. The second thing that helps me deepen my practice is my growing sense of self-respect, of slowly recognizing that I do deserve to quiet my mind. Especially nowadays, we are bombarded constantly with information, with stimuli, with color, with words, with thoughts. It's a lot, constantly. And the more that I'm able to relax my mind, the more that I realize that this is a gift that I definitely deserve. And it's because through my meditation, I've learned so much about forgiving myself, allowing myself to know that I'm worthy as I am currently, without condition. And because of that, yes, I can respect myself. I can respect my soul wanting to live in harmony and in peace. And I know that this is the practice that will allow me to maintain that vibration. It keeps me connected. It keeps me wanting more. And the third thing that has really deepened my meditative practice is understanding that the present moment is a gift to end all suffering. I'm someone who in the past has experienced anxiety, and there was a point in my life where you could not tell me that life wouldn't always be this way. You know, sometimes when you hit a low point, it can feel all-encompassing. It can feel like you're never gonna make it out of this situation. But you truly can only go so low before you have to, come back up. And those moments have taught me that all that's really happening is my mind is moving further and further away from this present moment. It's moving into the future, or it's moving into the past. It's thinking about past mistakes that I've made and bringing up feelings of frustration at myself or at others. Or it's dredging up fears about the future and thinking about impossible situations, impossible scenarios that have somehow become real in my mind. If I'm able to come back into this present moment and remember that in this present moment, I can connect to my breath. I can remember who I truly am. I can reset everything because it starts within. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon. Om Shanti.